So Britain is no longer an open country in terms of freedom of speech. The organisation Article 19 has run a quite credible report each year since the 1980s, where they rank countries in percentage of freedom from open 80 to 100, less restricted 60 to 79, restricted 40% to 59%, highly restricted 20 to 39, and in crisis 0 to 19. Well, Britain held fast at about 88%, which seems fair, as Britain is not as enshrined in the concept of freedom of speech as Americans. It's not seen as an inalienable right. Many years ago, a friend of mine knew a priest who used to speak at Speaker's Corner, and they could say whatever they wanted at Speaker's Corner, but as soon as you left, you could be arrested. Now just watch online the speeches at Speaker's Corner, and you'll soon see there's a very different type of speaker, and there's no appetite to stop one side, no matter how violent they are. But now we're in the second tier of countries. We're on a par with Nigeria, Romania, South Africa, and Colombia. Is that where we want to be? But it's undeniable that there are people in prison for saying hurty words. There are thousands of people who struggle to get a job and don't know why, because the state has secretly put an order on them. They've listed them for a non-crime hate incident. The police who can't be bothered to turn up when your bicycle is stolen or you're mugged for your phone can very soon turn up with 6 or 7 people if you say something Brexity or inappropriate in the police's interpretation of their apparent legal duty to enforce woke thought patterns. Or the Parliament's forcing the opening of end-to-end encryption. Do we really believe that that's to protect people from criminal activity? Or the use of anti-terrorist legislation on YouTubers who happen to go on holiday? It's not just Tommy Robinson who was forced to hand over his phone, unlock it, and then be interviewed without the presence of a lawyer. No, there's a series of YouTubers, many of whom are pretty innocuous, who, well, didn't vote for Starmer, did they? No, I'm not suggesting that the government is directing that. Don't get me wrong. The elites who run our civil service and our police have a deeply ingrained belief system taught to them at university, drummed into them, so that violence is words. Unfortunate opinions are the path to genocide, and everybody must be monitored. The only way to stem this decline in freedom of speech is to be honest that it's happening and to address the root causes of oppression of free speech, and to end the idea that the police have any place investigating non-crime.